Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have several things to discuss with you in this very latest Moon Lambo Hot Jam, including new word from attorney Jeremy Hogan, who of course runs the very popular YouTube channel Legal Briefs, on new expectations as far as when to expect the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit to end. I also want to speak with you a little bit about this idea of people expecting a price surge of XRP upon settlement of this case or full adjudication. Basically, once XRP gets cleared, we're all aware of this. And there are some people that believe that the fact that people are counting on Ripple to get the all good, this somehow strengthens the SEC's case that holders of XRP are reliant upon Ripple, and I would like to shred that idea. And I'm going to do that because this is my channel, damn it, and I do what I want. Also, attorney John Deaton, he is taking a United States senator to task, and I want to highlight that. Basically, here's the deal, and I'm sure you're aware of his Connect to Congress effort at this point, which has been wildly successful, frankly, where he's got this template on his crypto law website that allows people to easily draft letters to their Congress representatives. You're getting some responses, right? And there's a particular United States senator who just doesn't get it. And John Deaton has some words for this individual, as do I. And then I'll wrap up the video with this article, which comes from Xi Crypto. Ripple CTO David Schwartz confirms he perfected the Bitcoin code in 2011. Yes, indeed, this is correct. David Schwartz, Ripple CTO, co-creator of XRP and the XRP ledger, he coded Bitcoin back in 2011, and I was aware of this. I just never see articles about this, and I haven't seen him say too much about it pretty much ever, so I thought I'd mention that as well. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice. And you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos all up on the internets about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. So into this first piece. So when is it expected that the SEC versus Ripple case is going to come to an end? Attorney Jeremy Hogan believes the Ripple SEC lawsuit will likely be finalized by April 2022. In response to an XRP user who had asked his honest opinion on when the Ripple case was likely to conclude, the attorney says the chances of the case extending past summer are quite slim. And you can see, I've actually got the original thread open right here. So there's somebody named Michael Fallon who tagged Jeremy Hogan and wrote, and this is literally just yesterday, people are saying late 2022 for case to finish. Can you please give your honest opinion on this, please? And realistically, when will it all be over? Which is the million-dollar question. Everybody's been curious as to when this will be. And here's what Jeremy Hogan wrote. April is my best estimate. I very much doubt the Ripple case could be strung past summer, even in a worst-case scenario. So I swear, if there's one more freaking extension, though, if there's one more freaking extension, I will turn this car around and we're going home. I swear to God. Damn it. Don't test me. I will do it. But I'll say this. Fine, we could have full adjudication. Maybe it does take it out to April. I'm not going to doubt Jeremy Hogan on that. But should there be a settlement, I don't know, January? Like, it could be. I mean, I'm not going to make a prediction. I'm not so bold as to do that. But I'm just saying that's within the realm of possibility. You know, because you're going to have the end of expert discovery. And so, like, what's that going to look like? And more importantly, we're going to probably in January, Jeremy Hogan thinks so anyway, we're going to find out what the judge thinks about Ripple's fair notice defense. And I'm telling you, if this goes in favor of Ripple, I think it's, based on what I've heard from the lawyers that are willing to talk about this stuff, you know, the likes of John Deaton and Jeremy Hogan and some others, it seems more likely than not that if Ripple gets favorable response from the judge in terms of their fair notice defense, it looks like the SEC, more likely than not, is probably going to want to come back to the table and seriously talk about it. Because I'm telling you, if the SEC doesn't agree to some sort of settlement terms after that, if they lose this case, and we know that Ripple's got the heavy hand, you know, the SEC's got the little bitch-ass paper hand, given that we know that to be scientific fact, if this doesn't go well for the SEC, they're going to lose power because precedent will be set. Which I'd like. I just don't think that they're going to. I mean, they could risk it. I don't think that they would. And another reason I really kind of personally don't want that to happen is, it's going to be more nerve-wracking as you're waiting for that to happen. Because, look, if settlement comes, you just wake up one day, oh, everything's good, XRP, moon, Lambo, blah, 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 that crap. But if we're waiting to full adjudication, we know about when that word might come down. Because I don't think the worst is going to happen, but I think that there's going to be a lot of nervous people. And if we could avoid that, to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't hate that one little bit. All right, and then there was this. There's an individual within the XRP community named Dave Liu, and he had an opinion, and I happen to feel differently. So just to be clear, I always say this when I challenge somebody's idea on this channel. It is not an attack. This is nothing personal. I just love to think through these types of ideas from an intellectual perspective. I'm open-minded. If you have a genuinely persuasive case, bring it to me, and if you persuade me, I will openly acknowledge it, because my mission in life is to believe as many true things as possible. I don't want to believe false things. And it's easy for me to switch positions because I don't make my positions part of my self-identity. It's easier to get in and out of positions. I'm just saying, here's what I believe at the moment based on this set of facts. If you come in with a better set of facts, then awesome, thanks. You helped me to believe something that's not true. And so that's all that I'm doing here. I just think it's fun to think through this stuff. So I respect Dave and his position. I just happen to feel differently. And so what he wrote here, though, was the fact that everyone waiting for Ripple's case to impact the price, in a way, helps the SEC's case. And so again, it's like I cited at the outset of the video, why would this potentially help the SEC? Well, because there's this idea that the SEC has posited that the price action of XRP, it's dependent upon Ripple and their activities, which we know isn't true because XRP moves in tandem with the rest of the crypto market. So we know it's not true, and we can prove that. But then there's this idea, well, if people are counting on the price to go up because Ripple gets clarity, doesn't that mean that people are counting on Ripple? Doesn't that mean that the SEC's argument is actually a good one? I say no. And so here's what I wrote in response. I wrote this. I believe differently. XRP only moved down upon news of SEC litigation because the SEC itself said it's a Ripple security and scared everyone the world over in doing so. Before and after that event, however, XRP is and has been provably moving in tandem with broader crypto markets. It's not that people think XRP is a security of Ripple. It's that the SEC insists it is. And if the SEC wins, it doesn't matter what holders think. Holders know this and have/will respond in kind. So people waiting for settlement in no way strengthens the SEC's case. And so that's I feel very strongly about that. And again, there's provable data that people are not treating XRP differently than any other crypto. It just moves in tandem. So to me, it's kind of a silly perspective. How could you think? Seriously, how could you think that people are relying on Ripple when it's the SEC that is the one, they're the ones insisting this, and then that you just scared people into behaving differently with their money. They otherwise would not be doing this. The SEC is what influenced this nonsense behavior. It's their fault. So anyway, that's what I think. You can tell me what you think below. And then there's this. From attorney John Dean, he wrote the following. We first identify who they are, and then we vote them out. Republican, Democrat, or Independent doesn't matter. And what's he talking about here? Well, there's this tweet which he retweeted from somebody named Rob Esser and wrote, confirmed Menendez is anti-crypto, time to go. And so this is a New Jersey United States senator here. And he happens to be a Democrat, but it doesn't matter. I don't care what your party is. If you don't get crypto, get the hell out of the way. Because you got to understand, it's as foolish as if there were a United States senator that's against the internet. That's what I'm saying. So let me go through what this fool wrote, and then I'm going to share with you some responses to that from me. And so here you go. So this is again written to Rob Esser, member of the XRP community here. Dear Mr. Esser, thank you for contacting me to express your concerns about regulation of cryptocurrencies. Your opinion is very important to me, and I appreciate the opportunity to respond to you. As you know, a cryptocurrency acts as money in an electronic payment system in which transactions are validated by a decentralized peer-to-peer network of computers rather than by a bank or other third party. Cryptocurrencies aim to provide a payment system that is faster, more efficient, and less costly than traditional monetary and electronic payment systems that involve a number of intermediaries, such as central banks and private financial institutions. And folks, here's where it picks up and completely goes to hell. However, that word, however, you already know it's like facepalm time. It's like, I don't even want to read it. I'm going to read it. However, because of the decentralized nature of cryptocurrency transactions, concerns have been raised that cryptocurrencies could provide a method to launder money, evade taxes, fund terrorists, or tourists, if you want to say it the right way, or bypass financial sanctions imposed by the U.S. government on other countries. In addition, there are legitimate consumer and investor protection concerns related to cryptocurrencies. We're going to come back to that one in a minute. As a member of the Senate Banking Committee, please know that I am carefully following these developments. Please rest assured that I will keep your thoughts and views in mind as Congress debates regulation of cryptocurrencies, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm an old senator. I don't know nothing about the cryptos. I wonder who wrote this for him. I don't even know. He doesn't even know. He couldn't describe crypto like that. You know, like an electronic payment system, which is decentralized, a peer-to-peer network of computers. Do you think he knows that even? I'm not convinced he knows that. So anyway, here's what I wrote in response to that. Will Senator Menendez work with us to finally abolish the internet? It's used by money launderers and terrorists, that's how you say that, for nefarious intent. New technology must be stopped. And I want to rah-rah with me. Come on, somebody. Can I get an amen out there? We got to stop. In fact, this whole internet that I'm using to communicate, we got to shut this bitch down. This is dangerous. It is dangerous. The sharing of data and ideas, my gosh, we cannot have that. I also wrote the following. Also, did you all catch Senator Menendez's argument that he won't support crypto because the government does not have sufficient consumer protections in place for the asset class? He is the government. A truly illogical position. This guy has got to go. Can you believe this? He's saying, wow, there's not sufficient consumer protections in place, which is what the government's in charge of. He is the government. He's the freaking government. And if you think it's not sufficient, you don't throw away the technology, you freaking idiot. You provide the protections. You're in the government. Get the wheels moving. What the hell kind of crap is that? Really grinds my gears, folks. Grinding my gears real good at the end of 2021. I'm going to simmer down now by talking about some David Schwartz now. Ripple CTO David Schwartz confirms he perfected the Bitcoin code in 2011. The chief technology officer of Ripple, the creator of the XRP cryptocurrency, was one of the engineers responsible for modifying the Bitcoin code years after the world's most valuable cryptocurrency was launched by the anonymous Satoshi Nakamoto. Well-known XRP proponent Tiffany Hayden, I would say she's not a proponent for XRP anymore, but that's a different story. Anyway, discovered on GitHub back in 2017 that David Schwartz, who is one of the original architects of the XRP ledger, was also one of the Bitcoin code contributors. And so, let me pause. I've noted before that that David Schwartz was an early Bitcoin developer, and I've noted a number of times in creating XRP that he's just looking to create a better version of Bitcoin. He's a fan out there. He's not some sort of Bitcoin hater like some Bitcoin maxis would label him today. It's complete nonsense. Anyway, piece continues. When asked on Wednesday whether he contributed to the Bitcoin code from the ground up or if it was after the initial release, the Ripple CTO confirmed that he indeed optimized the code for mining pool applications in 2011. He was among other Bitcoin developers such as Peter Todd, Matt Corallo, and Gavin Andresen. And so I'm kind of wondering, I can't remember when Satoshi ghosted. How many years was it 2011 or 12? I can't remember when he finally cut the scene, but before recording this, I was sitting around, I was like, I wonder if Satoshi Nakamoto was aware of David Schwartz, because there are only so many people in the earliest of days working on the Bitcoin blockchain, but I can't remember when Satoshi actually finally ghosted. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I just thought it was interesting, thought I'd share it, but I'll wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.